Hello, Kauai. This is your County of Kauai briefing for Thursday, May 5th. This week, we recognize Children's Mental Health Acceptance Week here on Kauai. Talking about mental health with our children and adolescents destigmatizes their view of it and increases the likelihood of those who are struggling and will seek help and access resources. Mahalo to the Children's Mental Health Acceptance Planning Group, co-led by the Hawaii State Child and Adolescent Mental Health Division and EPIC Ohana Youth Partners, and our community organizations dedicated to serving children and families. It's time to move beyond the term awareness and make the significant shift to acceptance as we work together to eliminate prejudice and discrimination towards individuals with a mental illness, diagnosis, or symptoms. For more information on these efforts, visit health.hawaii.gov/CAMHD. If you are searching for a new work opportunity, there are a few job fairs coming up this month. The U.S. Postal Service held a job fair today, May 5th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Koloa Post Office. If you weren't able to make that, mark your calendar for another job fair on May 19th at the Kalaheo Post Office from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also apply online at www.usps.com/careers. Then, on May 27th, head over to the Kauai Philippine Cultural Center in Puhi for a job fair from 3 to 6 p.m. This job fair is a collaborative effort between the County of Kauai, Kauai Economic Development Board, Kauai Filipino Chamber of Commerce, American Job Center Kauai, Pacific Missile Range Facility, and the State of Hawaii Workforce Development Division. Employers interested in participating or anyone seeking more information may visit www.kedb.com/job fair or contact Jackie Kaina at 808-245-6692. The Office of Economic Development and Ho'ohana Kauai are conducting an employer survey to access the current hiring and retention needs of businesses on Kauai. While we know that many businesses on Kauai are actively seeking employees, we also know that many who apply for openings may lack the skills needed to fill those roles. This survey will help officials get a grasp of the current hiring situation here on Kauai and structure a response to these challenges. To participate in the survey, visit the OED's website at www.kauai.gov/OED and click on the Workforce Innovative and Opportunity Act tab and then County Employer Survey. Now for an update on COVID-19. Our case count rose slightly over the past week, and the other islands are experiencing elevated cases as well. Our 7-day average on Kauai is now 27 cases a day, up from 25 last week. 2 weeks ago, there were only 10 cases a day. The real case count is likely much higher due to the use of home tests as well as asymptomatic infections. With the elevated case count, we want to remind you of some of the steps you can take to protect yourself. If you are at high risk of severe disease, please avoid crowds and wear a high-quality mask. Even though masks are no longer required by law, they provide significant protection for those who continue to wear them. If you gather, try to do so outdoors. Encourage those visiting you to get tested ahead of time. If you are at high risk and test positive, contact your healthcare provider immediately so they can determine whether you are a good candidate for COVID treatments that require a prescription. The Kauai District Health Office is monitoring a number of clusters. Most of the clusters are occurring among co-workers in workplace settings, including retail shops and visitor industry businesses. After investigation, the health office determined that transmission occurred because people went to work while symptomatic and because they were in enclosed spaces with no masks. An additional risk factor includes allowing employees to gather in common indoor areas for extended periods of time. We have also recently identified a few clusters in school settings. So far, these have remained relatively small due to the additional precautions in place in schools, including mask requirements and distancing between desks. Vaccines for young children are a step closer to approval. Moderna recently announced that they've completed clinical trials of their vaccine for children younger than 5 with promising results. Pfizer's clinical trials are also nearing completion. The FDA is expecting to review the data in June and make a decision on whether to provide an emergency use authorization for children under the age of 5. Vaccines for young children will help reduce illness, keep kids in school, and help relieve burdens on parents. Meanwhile, adults 50 and older and younger people with weakened immune systems are eligible for a second booster of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines 4 months after their last dose. For younger, healthy people, only one booster is recommended. You can get a vaccine or booster at pharmacies and clinics around the island. For a list of locations, please visit kauai.gov/vaccine. Mahalo to everyone who picked up home test kits this week. The last day to pick up free tests is tomorrow, Friday, May 6th. You can find us Friday at the Koloa Neighborhood Center from 9 a.m. to noon and Lihue Neighborhood Center from 1 to 4. You can also order a second set of tests to be mailed to you for free from the federal government at covidtest.gov. Free same-day rapid PCR testing is still available at the Kauai War Memorial Convention Hall every weekday from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and from the mobile testing van Wednesday through Sunday at neighborhood centers around the island. The full schedule is posted at kauai.gov/COVID tests. Lastly, it's Hurricane Preparedness Week here in Hawaii, which means now is a great time to check your emergency preparedness kits and develop a plan for you and your family. Hurricane season runs from June 1st to November 30th, and this September will mark the 30th anniversary of Hurricane Iniki, a day Kauai will never forget. We can all improve our ability to respond in an emergency, and there are many resources that can help us prepare. To learn more about Hurricane Preparedness Week, visit the National Weather Service's website at www.weather.gov/HFO. For more preparedness tips, visit www.kauai.gov/KEMA and click on Emergency Preparedness. Mahalo, Kauai.